cultures abroad, different from our country and abroad, or the local home country and host country, the different in the cultures, which actually also reflect to the way human resource management to be handled. So there are 5 of them. Power distance. Power distance here referring to status. In Malaysia, very simple example, there are a lot of Tan Sri, Datuk Sri, and so on. We are embedded by this power distance. So the way we handle our activities need to respect the power distance. This is what happened in Malaysia and some other countries. But other countries like American, US, they don't have this power distance. They are more straightforward. They don't call you Tan Sri, they call you either sir or by your first name. That is what American culture is about. I still remember kan masa saya pergi universiti dulu di Texas, my professor called me Mr. Dessen. We go by surname in USA. Kalau the status is either you go by your first name or by your surname. So my surname ni nama beliau lah. So dalam kelas saya kena panggil Mr. Dessen, sempadan nama bapa. Mereka kan sebut nama bapa dulu kalau di US, kalau formal. Tapi kalau informal dia terus nama kita. For example, saya dia panggil Jakaria, for example. Jakaria, how are you? I like that. Dia tidak lagi panggil Mr. Jakaria, tidak. Kalau Mr, dia terus surname, Mr. Dessen. This is what we call power distance. So knowing the power distance will assist you in making a smooth communication with the local people abroad. Remember, the local people are your customers. And then individualism versus collectivism. Eastern countries, including Malaysia, according to Ofsted, we are collectivist societies in which we prefer to be in a group when we want to voice out things. But in Western countries, they are individualistic. Individualistic here means that they have guts to tell what they think. They will not seek group decision. They will make their own decision. This is the difference between Malaysia and some Eastern countries to Western countries. So knowing these ideas, for example, if you are transferring your manager to Japan, Japan is still the Eastern countries who practice collectivism. So Japan more or less still same cultures with Malaysia. But if you are transferred your officer, your managers to Europe, Western countries, they are more willing to communicate to you one by one, rather than the whole group with them alone or the group. And then uncertainty avoidance. Uncertainty avoidance for Eastern, orang di sebelah timur ni, kita punya uncertainty avoidance tu sangat tinggi. Uncertainty avoidance ni maksudnya ialah kita lebih suka bertoleransi dan kita lebih suka bersifat subjektif. Kita tidak memberi kata putus. Compared to Western cultures, their uncertainty avoidance is open, is low. They want to know exactly the deal. So more or less, when we look at the uncertainty avoidance ni ialah perasaan yakin dan tidak yakin. So Western, kalau you tidak yakin, mereka tidak mau bisnes. Kalau in our region, kalau tidak yakin itu biasa. Okay, take your time, nanti kita bincang. Tapi di Western, I want the definite answer. You want to start now or never? Dia macam tu. So this is the uncertainty avoidance. Long-term orientation more on the preference to have a long-term relationship or short-term relationship. Long-term prediction or short-term prediction. And then masculinity versus femininity. Masculinity maksudnya ialah berani, ya, dia berani, dia tegas, dia agresif, itu masculinity. Femininity dia lebih kepada macam slow, jangan terburu-buru, dia macam tu. The way they approach things. It's not about man or female, it's about how is the practice, the behavior, the attitude, masculinity.